All right. Okay, here we go. What's going on, my bald and bearded family? Today we are going live with a full lineup of my products here, the tools that I use, and we're going to be talking about some head shaving. Everything you want to know about head shaving. We've been talking about head shaving stuff on this channel for a very, very long time. But also, we're going to be talking about beard care routines. We're going to talk about my head shaving routine. We're going to talk about my beard care routine, and this should have you looking clean, sharp, and feeling confident. So I'm going to throw my microphone on real quick and get that going. All right. So this is what's to come on this live stream. So I know I do a lot of live streams. By the way, hopefully you all like my hat. It was a gift from a friend on YouTube. Shout out to you if you're curious about this. This is the Peaky from the Boston Scallies. Boston Scally hat. So here's some things that you're going to get in this live stream. You're going to know about electric head shavers versus razors. We're going to talk and discuss that a little bit. We're also going to talk about how to keep your scalp really smooth and irritation-free, which is a question that I get a lot all the time. We're going to talk about different beard oils. We're going to talk about some beard butters. We might even talk about some beard balms for a nice, bold, masculine beard. Everybody wants to have a nice beard, and it takes some work to do it. It takes some products to do it. So at the end, stick around because we're going to do a live question and answer. And who knows, if we hit 100 likes today, I'm going to give a double down combo to somebody. I'll do a free giveaway that will entitle or include a beard butter and an oil of your choice off of BHTgrooming.com. So welcome in the chat. Welcome in the chat, everybody. Glad to have you. So first things first, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment or a fire emoji in the chat if you are bald and proud. And I know for a fact, Douglas, you're not bald, but you can go ahead and smash the like button, and you can go ahead and put the fire emoji in there anyways, because it's because I asked you to. All right, so here we go. We're going to talk about some different tools and products. Okay, I'm going to get right into it. Not going to mess around. So you're not bald? Great, man. Well, good to have you in here anyways. Don't let this distract you from the fact the lighting, Queen Blue. Okay. So here we go. Let's get right into this. Shout out to my bald homies. I'm going to take this off. All right, I'm going to take this off. Even though I like this hat, I'm going to take it off because we're talking about bald head shaving stuff here. All right, there's a lot of guys in the community that are bald. There's a lot of guys that shave their heads. There's a lot of guys that are, fathers to women, brothers, uncles, cousins, sons, and maybe you are a friend of somebody that's bald. Perhaps maybe you are looking at going bald, and you're just curious and wondering, should I take that leap? Should I jump off the side of this cliff and wonder what's going to happen? Okay, so maybe I'm going to say this. Maybe you're in the chat today. And by the way, again, if we hit 100 likes, I'm giving away a $35 value, your choice beard oil and beard butter that I've made. Have several different scents. I did leave it in the comments, BHTgrooming.com. You'll find all that stuff. I've got all kinds of different scents on there. It's going to make you smell like a boss and look like a boss. All right. So here's the deal. We are going to go over several different head shaving shavers here. We're going to talk about some different options. I've got some rotary shavers here. And these are, I'm going to tell you right now, these are quick daily options if you're looking to just shave your head real fast. When I say I've got a lot. I'm just going to tell you, how's a nice beard like that? Well, thanks, Brandon. Thanks. Talking about head shaving today, and we're talking about beard care. You want to grow amazing beard? You know somebody that wants to grow amazing beard, has a beard. I make my own products. I have everything you need to grow an amazing beard. Okay. All right. So here we go. Different head shaving options. I'm just going to go through these. I'm not going to really push these and endorse these, but I'm just going to show you options. All right. So I will start out with my top two shavers that I use a lot. Now I have a big box here. I'm just going to show you. See this box? Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff in there. This is straight from my bathroom where all my stuff is that I use all the time. All right. So first of all, I'm going to put this beard brush, round brush down, because we're not going to talk about that right now, but we will talk about beard care very, very soon. All right. I'm not going to talk about this brush yet because we're going to talk about all this stuff. Combs, beard shaping stuff. I'm going to talk about that here in just a few. And I'm going to talk about that in a few. And I'm going to talk about this one right now. That one will be in a few minutes. This will be on the table, ready to go, go, go. Guys, listen, I've got so much stuff here. I'm telling you guys, this could go like for 3 hours for what we got to talk about today. All right, I want to grow mine out, but it seems like once it gets a certain length, my skin underneath gets irritated. So this is what you need. You need beard oil. All right, you need beard oil. This one right here is Oud Essence. It is a top seller if you like oud. We're going to talk about these oils in a minute. I'm going to tell you why these things work. We're going to tell you why these things can help you achieve the beard of your dreams that you've always wanted. Trust me, I used to not have a beard. I used to have patchy spots. And I'm going to tell you how I got here. I mean, it wasn't overnight, but I'm going to tell you exactly straight to the point here in just a little bit how I got to this, all right? Now, anybody can shave their head, but not everybody can have a great looking head. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do it because I do a lot of tutorials, tips, all kinds of things that I post on this channel related to men's grooming when it comes to head shaving and beard care. Obviously, I own my own company, BHTgrooming.com. And let me just throw this out there. We do have a sale going on. It's only going until midnight tonight for Labor Day, for 9/11, to honor the victims. And so if you spend $50 or more, if you put in the code Legend50, you're going to get a free beard oil. One of these oils. You pick whichever one you want. I've got them ready to go. I'll ship them out literally tomorrow, and you'll have it just in a few days. So let's talk about some different head shavers. Before I do this, let me say this. I'm going to get this out. And I just posted this on a video recently. If you haven't checked that out, it's going over ranking my top 17 head shavers that I have on this table. Believe it or not, I have 17 head shavers on this table right now. And so I'm just going to go through these, but let me say this. No head shaver, electric head shaver, will ever give you that baby butt smooth, clean shaven look, the one that where people look and go, man, how'd you get the gloss or how'd you get that nice shine? It'll never do that. The whole purpose of electric head shavers, the whole inception of these things were to simply save time. We live in a time, a society that is a microwave society. What does that mean? What that means is everybody is in a hurry now. If I go through the drive-through at a restaurant and it takes 10 minutes for them to make my food, sometimes we can get a little bit irritated, and I know we're kind of impatient people, but the idea is time is of the essence. There's so many things out there that you can purchase with money, but time, you'll never get it back. So these will save you time. They will. Is this the option you want? I don't know. You may want this clean baby butt smooth shaved head. You may just want something that looks really, really fast or looks good for the time you put into it. And these do a great job. These will get you really close where people may not know that you used a razor until they rub your head. Now, for me, women can't rub my head because I'm married and my wife will kill them. My wife is very protective over my head. No, over me. She just doesn't like other women rubbing my head, rubbing my beard. I don't like any women rubbing my beard. I don't even really touch my beard anyways myself unless I have to. With that being said, if you want the baby butt smooth shave, I'm just going to say this in the get-go. Go get a traditional razor. Now, there's several options out there you can get. I've got a leaf razor. I gave it to my wife. I love it, but it's hers now. I've been rocking with this little gadget here. Now, this thing is pretty interesting. It's got a little ball on it, and it rolls on your head. Now, the cool thing about this one is it does flex like this. So as you put this like this, kind of like the skull shaver, how they got the deal, it's kind of cool. You just kind of rub along your head like this, and you actually literally go forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, and it will not cut you because it has a suspension right there, kind of pulls back, right? Super nice, really, really nice. I love this, and it's not that much money. Literally, you can get one of these. This is from Headblade. You can pick one of these up literally for probably less than 15 bucks right there on Amazon. And by the way, I do have an Amazon storefront. It does give me just a little bit. Amazon's the worst when it comes to commissions, but they give me very, very little commissions off of people's purchases if they buy through my link, but it does support the channel and it doesn't cost you any extra. So I do have like a curated list of things that I like to use on Amazon. So if you're interested in that stuff, you can certainly check it out in the description. So question in the chat. We're going to do questions and answerings at the end, but I do want to say this. Are there the best devices to shave my pubic area? There actually are. There's a Hummingbird body trimmer that works for your whole body, your pubic area, all of that stuff. It's got a certain blade on it that will not snag your skin. And it's phenomenal. I use it for like my back, my chest sometimes, but it works phenomenal. So you can find that certainly. It's called the body trimmer. I can't remember the number of it. Actually, I could tell you. I believe it is the MK6. You can find it on Amazon, my storefront, MK6 body trimmer, I believe it is. All right. So with that being said, music. I don't even know how to say your name. Live, like 5 minutes ago, your audio was cutting in and out very badly. Just wanted to let you know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, awesome. So yeah, this is just an option. You want to save money, you want something that's nice. Literally, I could use nice shavers all day long, but this cheap one right here from Headblade works fantastic for me. I literally hang this up in my bathroom and I will use this in the shower, and I'll go into details kind of how I use it, all right, here in just a few minutes. But let me go over some different head shavers. Brio Rays, one of my top. If I had like a top 5, Brio Rays 2.0 would be in it. Why? Because it does a great job shaving. It has a USB-C. It's all the stuff that, you know, I've kind of determined why it's one of my top. You know, it's got some of the things I want. It has some of the things that, you know, I wish it, or doesn't have some of the things I wish it had, but ranking it to the other ones, this is a solid option, and it does come with a rinse tray. So again, to save time, you can actually fill this in and put some water in that to the line and push the button. That's a cleaning option on this head shaver, and it'll literally, you can see CL, it cleans. It'll clean itself. Come on, guys. That'll save you time right there. Brio Rays 2.0. And you know, I'm going to put some of these links where you can find these at the end of this video. But if you want to purchase anything now and save money with discount codes, I have a video I just did the other day ranking my top 17, and it is in the description. Every one of these, well, not everyone, but the top 3 I think was in there. So another one, Manscaped. A lot of people hear about Manscaped. They think Manscaped's good. You know, they talk about, by the way, the pubic area you're talking about, they talk about, you know, the lawnmower. I've never used one, but I've heard that they're not that good. This head shaver is okay. It's not the best, but I do like how it magnetizes. I don't like that there's not really a digital display. I do like that there's a USB-C charging capability on this, but it's not the most comfortable. It's got 4 blades. It doesn't really flex. You know, it's easy to pull off, but it doesn't really flex, and so this is not one of my top, okay, because of the comfort. I'm always looking for comfort, all right? I don't know about you guys. I want a close shave, but I want comfort. I don't want to mess my head up by just... I know
you're live, right? They just arrested 2 people at Mays High School that brought guns to school.
Okay.
Isn't that where Hayden and Maddie go?
I'm not sure. All right, so sorry about that. Going on to some more head shavers. This is one that you probably have seen in Walmart. This is the Cut Buddy. This shaves pretty dang good for a Walmart, you know, head shaver. It's got some downfalls to it, you know, or shortcomings, or whatever you want to call it. You know, some of the downfalls is battery life isn't the greatest, but I wish it had a bigger head, but it is comfortable. And I love the way it's like a handle. I love the ergonomics. USB-C charging capabilities. So really cool. I don't really like the doors on these. I'm just going to tell you. Happy Thursday. Good to see you, Daniel. I really don't like the doors, how they open, but that's not a hit on the Cut Buddy, but that's just in general with most of these head shavers, okay? One of my top, and I talk about this all the time, is because this thing is freaking phenomenal. This is the Grooming Baldy Pro. All right, so they used to have a head that looked like this, and it sucked. It broke, doors broke off, and that's probably why I'm the way I am today. Why I do not like these, because I had a bad experience with the Grooming Baldy Pro. All right, the first one. But when I seen they came out with this head that magnetizes, it was like the first one I've ever seen magnetized. I thought, I got to try this out. And this thing literally shaves incredibly. I mean, really good. It feels good on the head. But usually when I get about here, it is very hard to get the sides of my hair right above my ears. So let me know if you use that electric head shaver right now. Do you have any that you've tried before? Maybe you're using one now that when you can shave it all here, but once you get about right here, you can't really, you got to go over it like 3 or 4 or 5 times. And I'm going to show you a few of them that I have to keep going over and over and why I have not ranked those in my top. But this one, literally 1 or 2 swipes and bam, it takes the coarse hair away right above my ears. And I'm telling you, downfall for this, it's got a proprietary charger, which I really wish that they would come out with a USB-C charger for this, because people have Google Android phones and Apples. But for the most part, it does have the digital display. All right, I have a dock for this thing, and this thing, I love it. It has a travel lock on it. As you can see, it's locked. You know, you just hold it down for 3 seconds, just like the Brio Rays has a travel lock as well. And most of these will have travel locks. I'm just going to tell you, but there's reasons why I rank these top, you know, in my top 5. Brio is because, you know, you get a lot of money for what you're getting. There's some things that, you know, could be better on that thing, but for the most part, you know, another thing I will say about Brio is it's a company that I can get behind. They have great customer service. They will support you. They will be there for you. If you have any issues ever, they'll take care of you. And that's what I love, because here's the deal. If you buy a head shaver on Amazon or other, I'm looking for my trimmer here. I was going to show you, and I think I might have it. I don't know where I did with it. Sorry, guys. Let me see here. I wanted to show you guys my Brio Beardscape, but I've got so many trimmers around here and head shavers and all kinds of stuff. It's just crazy. But I'll probably have it on my table somewhere. I don't even see it. But anyways, I think this is it right here. Okay, so let me show you something. A lot of guys have hair and they want to go bald. They want to completely go bald. But maybe you're wondering, should I just grab a head shaver and start shaving it off? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So you want to trim it down. And so how that works is you want to trim your hair down, if you're trying to shave your head, down to no less than 1/4 of an inch. And I say that to say, or to tell you, Brio has this trimmer right here. It's a beard trimmer. It's it's called the Beardscape version 2. You can get version 1, version 2. They're the same. It's just the cosmetics. You know, I like the way it looks. Cool digital display. It does have a travel lock. You can hold it for 3 seconds and it'll come on. Comes with different increments here as far as the millimeters, which you can see how it'll kind of, let me see if I can get that to zoom in here. This little white deal will go up and down to kind of be like a nice guard. You can set it, but it comes with different guards that you can put on. Super easy. They have a new magnetic one system that's amazing. But the cool thing about this one is they've got a body blade, so you just hold that like this and the whole blade comes off. So you don't have to buy another trimmer. So the guy in here that was asking about pubic hair, they have a actual blade that you can use on your whole body. You can use it on your stomach, your chest, your back, your pubic hair, anywhere, and it's not going to snag. All right, so it's cool that they actually have the blades that all go universally with this actual trimmer. The cool thing about this trimmer too is the battery life will keep going like the dang Energizer or battery. It never ends. I can get a charge, probably charge this thing 3 times a year. Literally. I don't really trim my beard, but I do trim above my cheek lines. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, how to get a nice straight cheek line. But they've got a body blade. They've got the ceramic one. Like this one, they have a zero blade if you want something that's going to be like really close to the skin. I would not recommend using that on your head. That would be something for more like your face, or maybe you want to do the back of your neckline here, your lines in the back of your beard. But it's fantastic. I love this. I've given a few away. I do have a giveaway I'm going to be doing on this channel once I hit a certain subscriber count. A brand new Brio Beardscape version 2, just like the one I have right now. Here it is in the package. All right, and I also have a Brio Vento hair dryer that's valued about 200 bucks, and it's super quiet. It's got amazing RPMs in it. Super good for your beard if you're wanting to grow a beard. I've got that to give away too. So there's a lot of giveaways that I do on this channel. And this is, you know, just put this in like this and boom, right back on, easy. So that is that. So I would highly recommend that you cut your hair down to no more than a quarter before you use a head shaver. All right. So now that we got that, I'm trying to give you as much information as I can. So, you know, if you're trying to shave your head, you have everything you need to understand what you need to do. So those are some 4 head shavers I talked about. I'm just going to go through these real quick. I do have every line of the Pitbull Silver here. Palm by Pitbull, or sorry, by School Shaver. I've got the Pitbull Gold. I even have the amazing, where's it at? Probably right in front of my face. I have the amazing Pitbull Platinum. Oh, it's right here, which is fantastic. But here's the deal. You're going to pay a lot of money for that. You don't even need it. It cuts the same as the Pitbull Gold. This right here, the Pitbull, if you're wondering about School Shaver, I'm going to tell you School Shaver, out of all the different pit bulls that they offer, you know, the Palm's going to be like the entry level. Then it's going to go into more premium, which is going to be the pit bull line. You're going to have the silver, you're going to have the gold, platinum, and then they have a diamond, which I'm not going to get the diamond. It's like 400 bucks or 300. I don't know how much it is anymore, but it's too much money, and I'm not going to pay that much for a head shaver. And I know you guys aren't either. But the Pitbull Gold is going to be probably their sweet spot when it comes to having a night, probably the closest shave you're going to get, the best shave, I should say, from School Shaver, but kind of like right there mid-range when it comes to the price. So this one's going to give you the same shave as the Platinum, but you're going to pay for the cosmetics. It looks sweet. I'm not going to lie. You're also paying for a travel bag, and you're paying for a rinse tray. Again, Brio gives you all that for free. Well, I don't want to say for free, but it's all included for like 76, 80 bucks or something like that. And the gold for Pitbull or for Skull Shaver, the Pitbull Gold is going to run you the Pro 100 bucks. I do have a code if you use MOUNJARBRO, MOUNJARBRO, MOUNJARBRO. It'll save you 10% on any of the pit bulls or Skull Shaver line. Doesn't matter if it's the butterfly, if your wife's wanting to get one. By the way, that one is kind of like an entry level too. But yeah, Skull Shaver is a good line. You know, I don't usually use my Skull Shaver, okay? All right, moving on here. Max Groom was one I got to check out last year. I thought it was cool. This one, the battery's dead. Battery goes dead quite a bit in this one. Fantastic when I got it. I thought, dude, it's got everything, magnetic head to it. It's got 7 blades to it. They flex really nice. It's got the USB-C charging port on it, which is a plus. Digital display, when it's charged, it comes in 2 different RPM speeds. I believe it's 5,000 or 5,500 and then 7,000. And each individual blades can come out. And by the way, let me know, would it be helpful for you guys if I do a tutorial video showing you guys how to maintain these and keep these up and, you know, where they are fully operated or operational and hear me? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Still nothing. Back. Can you hear me now? You know what? I love it when people call me. I love it when people call me, but I hate it when people try to call me when I'm doing a live. Okay, good. So this was a fantastic option in the beginning. I think when it works, it's good. I probably wouldn't spend my money on this. I have a friend on YouTube that bought one because of my recommendation, loved it, kept it in his shower, had some moisture on the inside, sent it back. They ended up giving him another one. It did the same thing. And then they came out, he said that they came out with a new one, brand new updated one. And as far as I know, I haven't heard anything bad about it. So look out, if you're looking for a good head shaver, look for the Max Groom head shaver, the new one. Make sure it's not the original one like this one. I don't even know what the new one looks like. So you'll have to do some vetting on that and check it out. But this is a solid option if you know, it had a little bit of more upgrades to it, but they're on the right track on that one. So let me show you, can I show you some, let me show you a couple more and then I'm going to show you some ones that I really don't care for. And some of them are going to shock you. I'm just going to tell you. Billy Barnes, thank you so much for that super chat. You're amazing, dude. You know, I'm going to tell you right now, I think that people that are generous and giving are awesome people. I try to be generous and give. And there's nothing better than when you give. People love that. So appreciate that, brother. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Hummingbird in just a second, but I do want to get this one out. This one is going to be the the Kenson. It's a Chinese brand. It's on Amazon. I picked this one off of Amazon out of curiosity because I like the idea that it does magnetize. It's got 6 blades and they actually do pretty good. And here's what the display looks like. You can see this one is at 68% on the battery, 68. It just kind of counts down per like minute when it's dying. But you know, according to this, I have an hour and 8 minutes. Now, I don't know if it's like, you know, exactly each one is a minute. I don't know. I would literally have to probably, I thought about this one time. I thought, you know what, when I do a review on a video for one of these head shavers, I should probably just let the head shaver just keep running. Kind of, you know, put down what the number says as far as the battery and just let it run until it dies and time it and see how long the battery actually lasts, literally on a full charge. And maybe I'll do that one of these days. I'm always trying to think of cool ways to come up with different videos that, you know, will actually go more into detail on, you know, vetting these things out, which ones are really, really good when it comes to batteries. Because, you know, companies will tell you this head shaver gives you 60 to 90 minutes on a full charge, but how do we really know? I mean, I know that it seems like it takes a while for the battery to go out on some, but it would be nice to actually put that to the test and really check and see if they were being legit and honest. But a lot of these most of these, actually, I'm going to say this, every one of these are made in China. Why? Because we don't have the infrastructure here in the United States to make these. We design them here in the US and we have them made in China. So you're going to have some anomalies sometimes. You might have somebody say, you know, that is a terrible head shaver. It messed up. And somebody else can say, you know what, like me and my wife, we've got the Groomy Baldy Pro. People talk trash on it all the time. They say that it's a high returned head shaver on Amazon, but I promise before God, I have not had any problems with our Groomy Baldy Pros in the last year and a half that we've had them. My wife will tell you out of all the ones I have that one's, nothing's going to compare to it. That's her opinion. But she tried School Shaver before. It didn't do what it, you know, do it to her. She had the Brio before, and then she moved to the Groomy. So you kind of just do, you know, use your own imagination on that or why she may have done that. But this is a solid option. USB-C charging capabilities. But again, it is a Chinese brand, and it's on Amazon. If you want something that's going to be more like United States driven, when you have people that are behind the brand that's going to stand behind their stuff and you know that they're going to take care of you, I would highly recommend, and I talked about this earlier, that MK6, I believe it was. Yeah, I've got all different Hummingbird like boxes around here because I love the Hummingbird. Actually, I run the Hummingbird channel to help them out to get some exposure because they're such an amazing brand. But you're gonna have them like up there with Brio, up there with Braun, you know, that status. But the prices are gonna be like way cheaper. They take their stuff and they don't put it into, obviously they don't put it into marketing because they're having me do it. I mean, I'm nobody special. They can have like big influencers and different things that they put their money into, but you know what they do? They actually have me, a small guy, talk about their stuff, and they take all their money and put it into innovation. And so they have an MK3 that I first got introduced to, and it looks just like this one. All right, it's got the cool flexing heads, kind of like the one I just talked about on this one, almost identical, kind of. All right, so they're both awesome, but and it does magnetize, by the way. This one's the stealth version. They have one just like this, but it looks a little bit different. It's got kind of like some rubber on the side that's kind of like a knurling, almost of a neural effect of rubber. But this one is just a lot sharper. I love the displays on these things, by the way. They're just so big. All right, this says 85 minutes, so hour and 25 minutes. Fantastic battery. I think you could pick one of these up on Amazon for, and I could be wrong, but maybe 30, 40 bucks. So that's a really good price when it comes to a head shaver. It really is. I mean, you can go to Walmart and buy, I think this is a perfect time to move in and transition into the head shavers that I don't care for. And I might offend some people. I might even have some companies. But I just got to be honest with you guys, okay? I'm not an affiliate. Don't even know anybody with this company. This company is just way too big, and that's Remington. All right, Remington. You'll find these at Walmart. Find them at Target. This one's the Balder Pro, and I know it sounds like the Baldy Pro, but this is the Balder Pro. And when I first got it, I thought, dude, this feels good in the hand. You know, it's got the little flip deal here for my sideburns, which I don't know why I would need it. I shaved my head. But you know, it could be good for some people that do want to line up their sideburns or your mustache, which again, if you're going to do something with your beard, I highly recommend that you do not use something like this for your beard. All right. But it's hard to take off. I'm not even exaggerating. It's a hard plastic. It looks cheap, you know, it's just plastic. And more than anything, it does flex, right? But I promise you, when I was doing some videos on the head shavers last year, or maybe it was the year before, I've got a little bitty spot on my head. It's very little, but I have a little spot on my head. It's almost like a little mole, very tiny. But man, I'll tell you what, I've went over my head with a razor. I've went over my head with several head shavers, and this one absolutely tore my head up. I'm telling you, it made that bump right there look so huge. It just kind of really, you know, inflamed it, and my head was just like, man, it hurts. So I don't really get behind this head shaver. I mean, 50 something bucks at Walmart, maybe 60. They've always pull it out on a big old pallet during Christmas time, around the holidays. I just don't like it. Doesn't have a good display on it. The battery dies pretty easy. It goes from green to red and you're done. So if you're trying to shave your head and you don't know what the percentage is, well, you're going to be pretty much out of luck, especially if you're unlike me and you only have one head shaver and you're in the middle of trying to shave your head and it dies on you. That is a horrible feeling. I've had that happen before, but fortunately for me, I can just grab another head shaver. But for you guys, if this is your only one, you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do with the rest of your shave, you know, or you're gonna have to wait and go charge it and come back, which really, who wants to do that, honestly? So I don't recommend the Balder Pro. I'm just gonna tell you, I don't, okay? And by the way, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you guys hit the like button. If you would, I would appreciate it. Also, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Why? Because I do videos all the time, to tips, tutorials. I give information, different reviews on head shavers and trimmers and things like this to help you make educated decisions, because everybody wants to know what something really is. You know, you can go to channels and they're going to try to make commercials and sell things to you, but didn't you come to channels like mine that, you know, I'm just a small guy on YouTube. You know, I don't have, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but I'll tell you the truth. I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you what works for me, and I'll tell you what doesn't work for me. And one of the things that don't work for me is this one. I got this one a couple years ago. I thought it was cool because I had not seen any head shavers like this at the time. It does not magnetize, but I did like how you can take the blades out, which is kind of like the Max Groom, but it does not magnetize. But I did like how it kind of like sits in the hand, you know, pretty cool, like throwing a football or something. I don't know, but no digital display on it. This one's obviously dead, and that's the problem with this one. I'm telling you, it's got some cool blades on it that flex, and it feels comfortable, right? There's other ones that are actually more comfortable than this, but it's okay compared to the other ones. But battery sucks on this. So if you find one of these multi-groom, or sorry, this one's the micro touch titanium. If you find one of these like on the side at Walmart, there by the checkout where it says as seen on TV, do not buy it. Save your money, buy something on Amazon, or go to a link that I can help you with and save money and not have to worry about buying a piece of trash from Walmart. And by the way, when I did the research on this, it's kind of weird because, you know, is it Micro Touch that sells them? I don't know. It's almost like Micro Touch is like a brand that's kind of like sold by different people. I don't get it. I still don't. I know that there was a time where there's a lot of companies selling these, like in the, what do they call that? The black market. They were like knockoff. So who knows if you are getting the right thing? I don't know. I got this one on Amazon, but when I was doing reviews or looking at reviews before I did video on this, kind of seeing what people were thinking as well, there were people saying that they bought one on Amazon and contacted whoever was selling these at the manufacturer, and they said, well, you would have to buy that from us. We don't guarantee through Amazon. Now, if that's true, I don't know. I didn't vet it out. I didn't call them, so I couldn't tell you, but that was somebody that had said that on the review, and I thought, maybe it might be, you know, more advantageous to just purchase through the company. And you know, who knows? There's a lot of companies that might do that. So that one was one I just don't like, and I'm telling you guys, I'm going to save the last two for the end. That's going to be a shocker for some people. And again, I'm going to probably get some flack for this, but I did think that this one was kind of cool when I first seen it. I thought, dude, I need to get one of these head shavers because look at that. Is that not cool? The sweetest thing ever. It looks like a sweet tool when it comes to head shaver. It feels great in the hands, and it's got, look at all those 7 blades there, and they fit so dang nice on the head. I'm telling you, these suckers, they really flex on your head, right? But here's the deal. The door's open. And I'm telling you, when I first try to clean it, and I'll show you right now, as I'm trying to open up the door, they are hard to do. And who wants to spend this much time trying to get the doors open just to turn around and break it and spend another 20 to 30 bucks on one of these heads like this, okay? So it's just not a good option. I'm just going to tell you, it's just not a good option. I think it's a sweet looking design. I love the display on it. I mean, look at that. Amazing. It's got 52% left. All right. You can charge it USB-C on the bottom, or you can do it this way. All right. So really cool if you can get around the heads. I would say that if you are confident in cleaning these and don't worry about, you know, breaking them, then go for it. It's a great head shaver, Bear Shave. But man, I hate how you have to open those blades. Okay, so we moved to the last two. And again, this one, hey, Randy, thanks for stopping by, brother. Take care, bud. So here's the deal. Again, Billy, I hope you're still with me, man. I appreciate you with that donation. You know, I think it's amazing when people do that stuff. I love super chats, by the way. They help fund me purchasing things and reviewing for people. So the last two, I'm telling you, is going to be a shocker for you guys. I'm telling you, it's going to be a shocker because one of these is a head shaver. Actually, both of these are head shavers that you see online all the time. In fact, I've actually done reviews for this company in the past. And I will say going forward now, I'm not going to do it. In fact, I told them that I'm not going to do any more reviews because they're kind of getting far out there. You guys are wanting me to do this and that. And honestly, it's just not that great of a head shaver. And I hate to say it because I don't want to be a mean person, but you know, I told this company that you need to upgrade this. They asked me one time, it kind of hurts us that you never put our head shaver on the top. You know, we didn't even rank, right? We didn't even rank. Anthony, dude, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. I'm glad you're here, man. I know I've been talking to you and kind of, you know, sharing with you some ideas and stuff, and I hope that I can help you the most I can, the best I can with having an amazing head shave. And if you have a beard on here, guys, I hope that I can kind of give you the right direction and guidance and leadership, I should say, to help you grow the best beard possible. I mean, again, I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. I've trial and error. But I am an honest person, and I'll tell you the truth. Even when it hurts, I'll tell you the truth. And that's the thing. Most people, they don't want to hear the truth, and a lot of people just want to hear the truth. And sometimes it hurts, but the truth will help. So the next one I'm going to talk about is Freebird. When I first got Freebird, I got the first original Flex series. Okay, I did a review on it. I thought, you know what? This thing feels pretty good. Now, kind of reminds me of this one. See the heads on this? This is the Cut Buddy. Again, I told you it felt comfortable. This one feels comfortable, right? But again, you got the heads that open. Now, I will say the heads on this one opens a lot easier than the other ones. See that? But again, this don't hold very much hair trappings, right? So if you have way more coarser hair than I do, you're gonna be changing this sucker out literally like probably every time or every other time. And it takes me a while to change these out, but for a lot of people, they struggle with this. And so I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a digital display either. It's either green or it's red. It also has the universal charger, or not universal, but the proprietary charger, which makes it, you know, not as cool as a USB-C charger. But of course, you know, that's nothing really, you know, when it comes to head shaving. But honestly, and it does have a little flip up deal there, just like that first one I showed you. Well, let me just tell you this. This right here, I got to be careful when I say this. By the way, if you haven't hit the like button, please do. If I hit 100 likes, I'm going to tell you right now, I've got a long ways to go. Got a long ways to go on those likes. If you guys can help me get those likes up to 100, I'm going to give away a double down bundle off of my website to you guys. Your pick when it comes to a beard oil, a beard butter, and this beard oil does help and also work as a pre-shave oil for your head, and it smells, man, fantastic. If you like good scents, you're gonna love it. My stuff sells so fast, and people love it. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna give one away if I get up to 100 likes right now. So by the way, this thing, when I get to about right here, absolutely sucks when it comes to getting my thick, coarse hair above my ears. I'm telling you, literally, I'll be like this for a long time. Keep doing it. Sorry, my dog just got on top of my dill. So, so I have to keep going back and forth, back and forth. And then sometimes I got to turn around and grab another head shaver just to clean it, just to get it knocked off. And so I'm not down with that. Okay, I'm not. So I was excited when they came out with the new one. This is the new Flex series. You can see a big difference in these two. They've upgraded it. All right. You can see the sides. This one, again, they kept that dang proprietary charger, probably because they wanted it to be the same as the one they had before. So what they could have done was they could have added a digital display and a new head on this, but they didn't. In fact, they actually did add a new head, but I'm going to tell you about this head in a second. But the digital display, it's better than the last one, but again, it's kind of like the Manscaped. If you look at the Manscaped, it only has like bars, 1, 2, and 3, and it tells you when your stuff's about to be dead. So if you're on that last light, are you at 2%? You at 5%? You at 10%? I mean, how do we know exactly where we're at? We know it's about to die, and maybe it's a great time to put it on the charger. But again, I just, you know, it comes back to the shave. Now, all of these are not going to give you the best shave. You know, obviously, we said a razor will. But I'm telling you right now, this one is terrible. Same thing with the sides. It just, In fact, I will say this, if you use a head shaver, you always want to go in a circular motion, always, all right, with rotary blades, always. I start back here and kind of work my way like this. This is how I do it, all right? I always put pre-shave oil on. I'm going to go in that in just a second, my routine, how I do it when I do it. But again, the heads on this, they don't magnetize. This one definitely needs cleaned. But the blades do come off. You can unscrew them out, which that's cool. But again, and it has better trapping real estate here for your hair. But you know, if you go up and down for any reason, you're gonna have a line straight down because there's no head shaver coil or foil or a rotary blade right there in the middle, making 5. I recommend having 5. If you're not gonna have 5 and you're gonna have something, you might as well have something that's going to be like where they're all close together. All right. So just saying, this is the pro version. I think they call it the pro version. You know, they try to, you know, make it look like it's so much better than the other one, but it really, honestly, it's not worth it. I promise you. You can buy stuff that's the same price, if not cheaper, and have a better, closer shave. So, so with that being said, those are some head shavers I wanted to show you that were on here. I will say this, I think I forgot to show you this one. This would be in my top 5 too. This is the big brother on the Hummingbird. So they came out with the MK3. They came out with the MK3 Stealth, but here is the big brother. And you can see it's got 7. So here is where this one shines. I will say if you want something that you're going to keep on your, let's say you're going to keep something on your vanity all times, MK3 or MK3 Stealth would be perfect for you. The battery life's going to last longer because it is only running 6 blades here. But since we are running 7 blades on this one, it's going to go a little bit faster on the battery because it's just got so much more to power. But it does have a bigger battery. If you are traveling, this is a good option for you. But even if you want like a really sweet shave, I love this thing. Now, see the difference here. This one flexes like, what do they call that? Convex, where it goes outward, and this one goes inward. I don't know if you can see that, but inward. This one is so comfortable. This one is the MK13, and man, I talk about this a lot on the Hummingbird channel. Check this out. It has the magnetizing blades on it. All right, really good magnetizing force. USB-C charging, and look at the display on this sucker. Huge. This one's at, sorry, I got it backwards, 65%, but it feels so dang good. I'm just kind of going over my head again. I shaved my head this morning in the shower, or sorry, last night. So, boom, just like that, literally could shave my whole head within like maybe 4 minutes with this thing, literally. So that's going to be my head shavers, just kind of throwing it out there. If you want to know where you can get those, just drop a comment in the chat, drop a comment later on this video, and I would be happy to help you. Here's some things that I use, and I'm just going to go over my routine. So if I, first of all, let me tell you how often I shave my head. Every other day, I will hit my head with a head shaver. Again, I usually keep this one in the bathroom. This is the Grooming Baldy Pro, or I'll use this one right here, and this one is the Brio 2.0, and I rotate from those two to the MK13. Those are the 3 that I use all the time. I switch off all the time. That's just what I do. It's a routine, kind of like, you know, beard products. You always want to switch off sometimes and kind of just keep your stuff new. But always start with the pre-shave oil. Always start with pre-shave oil. I highly recommend checking out some of BHT stuff. That's my company, BHT Grooming. Different scents, oud, essence, and we're going to talk about this stuff here in a little bit because it can be used as a pre-shave oil, but also as a beard oil. And so we're going to get into this here in just a few minutes when we talk about the beard care. So I put the beard oil, the pre-shave oil or beard oil on, body oil, put it on my head. It's got all kinds of natural ingredients, jojoba, sweet almond oil, marula oil, castor. It's going to have argan oil, and it's going to have, I think I said marula oil. It's got 5 different carriers in it, but it's going to be very, very good for your skin and have like 6 different scents. So I'll put that on, I'll wait a few minutes, like maybe 2, 3 minutes. I'll let it kind of soak in. And the reason why I say use pre-shave oil is because what it's doing is you have sebaceous glands, right? And they're the same glands in your face, it's in your head. You sweat off your face, sweat off your head. So as you put it in those glands, it's going to absorb into your skin. It's going to soften the follicle at the very shaft, right there at the very close of your head. And so it's going to make it where it's easier to get a closer shave than when it's just dry. So once it's kind of like seeped in there, you wait a few minutes. I do not use shaving cream. I used to use shaving soap. I used to use the, what do they call that, artificial hair, or you know, what do they call that? I can't think off the top of my head right now, but anyways, it's the little brushes that you get, right? I used to use the soap and lather at my head. And here's the thing with that. You're going to take up more of your head shaver, like bogging it up with cream instead of hair and foam. And there's better options, in my opinion. I like to use a shaving gel. I like to use shaving gel because I think that it just works so much easier for me. And I had some, I think I dropped it on the way down here, Tomb 45. That's an amazing, again, it's in my storefront on Amazon in the description. You can find the link. But it's a cheap clear shave gel. It's got aloe in it, vitamin E. I love the smell of it. Very little goes a long ways. So I use that. I also like using BHT Grooming clear shave. Again, it's the same idea. This one's gonna have some menthol and vitamin E, but it's clear and foamless. And so the reason why I say clear gel is because it doesn't foam up and get thick into your head shaver. And also you can see what you're doing. It's clear. So I highly recommend using clear shave gel. It doesn't matter if it's those two, you can find any, but that's what I recommend. I do use a head shed, or I should say a pre-shave exfoliating scrub. Now this one is called Head Shed by Head Blade, and I do this like twice a week. I will shave my head, or what I'll do is before I shave my head, I will use this on my head twice a week and just kind of really just scrub my head where I'm just kind of removing the dead skin off of my head, because you know we get buildup there. You know, you may think you clean it really good with a head shaver, but you really want to I'm gonna back up a little bit because my dog's just laying down on my deal and keeps shaking. You really want to sorry about that. You really want to exfoliate your skin. You really do. You know, you have like particles, you have like dirt that you can't see that kind of gets trapped down in there, and it really just kind of removes just a little bit of that dead skin, and it's going to help you have a closer, cleaner, more healthier, shiny head. And again, I use this one. You can use any kind of exfoliation. I know that another company that's really good about this is Mountaineer brand. They've got like a bald care kit that has an anti-shine serum if you don't like the shine. And by the way, Baldy Pro has sheets, like little bitty pieces of sheets that you can rub on your head. It removes the oil and removes the shine. If you don't like the shine, there's things out there for you. But the head shed has always been really, really good for me, and I use this. When I'm done, dang it, I thought I brought it down here, but I didn't. I put it in my Amazon storefront again, but I use another thing, and I'm telling you, this is so, so good stuff, guys. It's from the Cut Buddy, this company that makes these. Find them on Amazon, but it's called the Bump Buddy, B-U-M-P Buddy. If you are prone to irritations, if you're prone to back in the bottom of your head having a bunch of rash, all these things when it comes to razor burn, I'm telling you guys, you've got to get the Bump Buddy, because when you get done shaving your head and you clean it off, if you're taking a shower, whatever you're doing, you put that stuff on, and I'm telling you, it is like a lifesaver when it comes to really making your head feel so, so good. And it smells fantastic. You can get a little glass jar. It's like a white moisturizer. I use it. I highly recommend checking that out. I love that stuff. One of the best products that I believe the Cut Buddy has to offer. They also have a spray. It's called Aftershock Spray, I believe. You can spray it right after you shave, and it's going to kind of give you this, it's going to kind of smell like, you know, I don't want to say alcohol, but almost like hairspray almost, but it's not. It's not even in an aerosol can. It's plastic, but it's got a pumper. It sprays, and it'll just kind of tingle. If you like that tingle feeling when it comes on your head, it really does help reduce those irritations as well. So those are a couple options you can use after you shave. So that is kind of my routine. Again, I do these every other day when it comes to head shavers, but on like 1 or 2 times between them, I'll use the head shaver and then I'll follow up with my razor, just like this. All right, you can get any type of razor. I do this in the shower. All right, I take a shower. I've got one of those hand wand waterfall showers that kind of switches off. I will switch it to the hand wand where I'm not getting water on my head and my face. And so the reason why I do that, because I'm shaving my head. So I'll put the clear shave gel on and I'll just shave it with this little gadget right here. Again, this is head blade. This is called the Moto Razor, if you're trying to figure that out. A little side note. What do you do with the eyebrows? What do you do with the little hairs in your ears? Or maybe little hairs that's kind of growing right here in this little canal. And let me just say this, Anthony Martinez, I want to thank you again for that super chat, and also Billy and Anthony, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. You know, when people do these super chats, I never forget. So appreciate you guys. I do. I really appreciate you guys, because it tells me that this stuff matters to you guys. My time, what I do to help out with the community, with different head shavers, and you know, it kind of gives me more of a drive to continue to make videos like this to really help guys discover what's out there and what will save you time and help you look the best you possibly can. Because everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to look good. Sometimes it's harder for some people to look good. Hello, you hear me on that one? I'm just kidding, seriously. But that's the thing, you know, we always want to look good, we want to smell good, we want to feel good. And I think that if you look good, you smell good, you will feel good. And, you know, I think it's all in the physical appearance of who you are and how you take care of yourself really does affect your mental health. And I really do believe that. That's why my saying look good, feel good, smell good, or look good, smell good, feel good, or smell good, look good, feel good, it doesn't matter what order you have it in. Look sharp and lead strong. That's my motto here on Beards, Heads, and Threads for BHT Grooming. But I have another Hummingbird tool here I want to show you. This right here is an MK1. This thing, I'm telling you, I've had a lot of ear trimmers and nose trimmers that I have tried to review before, and a lot of them suck. A lot of them are battery operated, you know, AA battery, AAA battery, whatever. A lot of them are a cordless one that the battery is just terrible in. But this one, I'm telling you, ladies, men, I mean, it works for everybody. Nose trimmer, ear trimmer, right here, both. You can take this little thing off right here and you see that. Boom, you can hit your ears right here. You can even go on the inside. You can do your nose if you want to. But what I like to do, I don't get a lot of like hairs coming out of my ears. I don't. There's a lot of guys that have that, and y'all need to just, come on. You need to clean those up, because no girls out there are going to want to put up with you having some hair just hanging out of your ears. I'm just saying, or your nose. Man, if you got hair coming out of your nose, guys, come on now. You're going to have to put a little bit of effort into it, all right? But one thing that I really like about this is a lot of times you have problems when you want to trim up your eyebrows. So you can use the old trick of just going straight up and maybe just using a trimmer going across. That's what I heard some guy say one time. But, you know, I used to try to figure out how to do it, you know, what I used to do is I used to use like a comb and just kind of go like this and then trim it with the trimmer. But they came out with this MK1, which USB-C charging capabilities. And check out this battery. Looks like I'm only about 3% left, and I hadn't charged this in forever. But this thing is fantastic. It does come with a travel lock. If I hold that down, you can see 3, and it's locked. But there's different heads on this, but check this out. This thing is sweet. It's got a little comb guide here with 2 different sizes, fine and wide. And I can stick this sucker on just like this and literally go like this, and it'll even out my eyebrows, make them like, you know, if I got one long, it'll just take care of those suckers. And this thing's not very much money, maybe 25, 30 bucks. I know for some people that might be a lot, but for a tool that will last a long time from a company that's solid, Hummingbird, I love this. This is one of my MVP tools when it comes to just, tightening up things, making things look nice, and just cleaning up my appearance. And if I have any stragglers or anything like that, taking care of that. MK1 by Hummingbird. Okay, so now we're going to take a trip and start talking into beard care. Now, I know there are people in here like Lisa, welcome into the chat. I know you don't have a beard, but maybe you have a husband, maybe you have a brother, maybe you have somebody in your life, a significant person in your life that does have a beard. And you're in a great place for that, because I talk a lot about head shaving and beard care stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a professional at it. I know my stuff. I know the oils that we use. I know why they work. I know the reason why we use them. I know what works in my beard. I've tried hundreds of beard oils. You can see a lot of them on the back of my shelf here. If you were to see, I've got a lot of stuff, and that's not all my stuff. A lot of my stuff's in my bathroom. So with that being said, we're going to talk about beard care. What combs do I use? I like using this. Let's just get this out of the way. If you are using a plastic comb from Walmart or from Dollar Tree or from some big box store, if it's not made out of like some type of acrylic or some type of thick mold that is where it's not pressed, stamped by plastic with plastic, then you need to find something that's going to work. I like, for instance, Brio does sell some combs. In fact, I wouldn't even mind even doing a giveaway one of these days. I've got some combs, brand new ones that I can give away in giveaways that I bought a whole bunch of that I enjoyed for a while. And I still use them, but I use Chicago comb more than anything because they're carbon fiber. And this one I hang up in my shower all the time. This is the bigger wide tooth. It just sits right there in my shower. And when I'm in the shower, I'm going to show you here in just a second what I do. There's something very important I'm going to have to show you that will help stimulate your beard growth like crazy, all right? And it has a lot to do with this comb, but it can be any comb. This one's just going to be more wide. I like to use this for my mustache to kind of, push down more fine, my eyebrows. And I also like to use it as a fidget spinner when I'm, bored. So, yeah, so those are going to be combs. You want to make sure you get either carbon fiber or something that's going to be a quality comb. The reason why, if you get a cheap plastic one from like Dollar Tree or Walmart, you don't see it, but on the edge of the teeth here, there's little jagged edges. And when you're combing your beard, you're snagging hairs out. And I'll tell you what, the more hairs you start snagging out, the less of a beard you're going to have, because it will damage those follicles. So you want to make sure you get one that has rounded edges right here on the teeth that are not put like stamped in plastic. Okay, again, this is carbon fiber. These will not these will not break. They're almost indestructible. I said they don't break, but they do. They actually do. I had one that one of the teeth broke, and what did they do? I reached out to them on their website. I bought this on Amazon, and they actually wanted me to send a picture, and they sent me a brand new one, no questions asked. They just, we'll send it with your address. These become weapons too. My son was doing this one time, and I was about to do a concert, and I put my hand up, and this thing, one of these, like almost went like halfway through my daggum finger. That's how strong and heavy duty these things are. Okay, you can find those on Amazon in my storefront down in the description. Let's say you got a mustache that's just going crazy, or you have those, what I'm talking about, those flyaways that come out like this as you're growing the beard. They call this the awkward stage of beard growth, where most men will shave their beards off. In times like that, I highly recommend that you get a round brush like this. I got this one from Volt Grooming. I love Volt Grooming. Same place I got this clear shave gel. Again, there's a link below where you can find it. And it's my link tree where you can find it, Volt Grooming. And so I love this thing. Also, if you're trying to form your mustache, you can kind of roll it. But here's the trick. Always use a hair dryer. Don't go to the highest heat. Go to like a medium to medium high. Keep it away a little bit, and just whichever direction you want to go, kind of do like this, and just let that hair dryer hit it when it's heat, and it will. Every day of doing this, by the way, it will form your beard. It will train your beard to go the way you want it to. Because if not, it's just going to keep going the way it does. Everybody's beard grows different paths and different ways and stuff like that. But this thing does help. This thing does help. And another one I really like, I love as well, is this Mad Viking paddle brush. It's got both the bristles and the boar brush on it. So it's kind of like a double combo. Really, really cool. I like it. I love using this one. Again, this one is from Mad Viking. You can go check out madviking.com. madvikingbeardco.com, I think. Maybe it's Mad Viking. I'm not sure. Anyways, I have a link below where you can find it. But I love this. My father-in-law wanted one. I got him one for Christmas last year. But this thing is amazing. You can always use something like this, an Oxford comb. These things work too. I got this one from a beard company. Nothing special. Fine tooth right here. So don't really use these as much, but you can. Before I get into beard oil stuff that I want to talk about, I want to show something that was Anthony. I think you may have been the one that, sorry, I just kicked the camera. You may be the one that asked me earlier about this green tool. This right here is the brink, the brink. What is it? The brink. It's the clean edge by the brink, I believe. Really cool. They got a better design now. This is like the first generation, but here's what you do. I put this like this. It's got a little bitty arrow right here. You can see. I don't know if you can see that arrow. See the arrow? Anyway, it's got an arrow right there. So you line it up between your nostrils like this and line it up with the sides. I just kind of put my finger between that side and a finger between that side, so that way I know where we're at. All right. And boom. And they come with pencils, a pencil, I should say, not pencils, but one. This one I bought a pack of 3. I think I have them on my Amazon. I've got everything on there if you guys ever want to check it out. But I've been buying these Red by Kiss barber pencils. They have a pencil sharpener on it. They come in a 3-pack, I think. But I just draw my line here, and I'll have a line here. And then what I'll do is I'll take my trimmers, like the Brio Beardscape that I have. I have a white frost one in my bathroom upstairs, so that's why this one's here. And I will actually trim all the little hairs that are above that line. And then I will put the beard oil or shave oil right there along there, let it soak in. Then I'll just, again, use the clear gel shave. I can't say this, clear shave gel. Just a little bit above here, and I will actually, this is what I do. You can use a regular razor if you want to, but I use a straight edge razor like this one. All right, it doesn't have to be any specific one. I don't even know what brand this is. I got it on Amazon. I have some on my Amazon storefront. I may have linked this one, I don't know. But I would just go along, and if you've never used a straight edge, you want to pull your skin back like this, keep it straight, and just go up a little bit like this. Okay, and follow that line. Okay, just like that, and make sure you have gel on it because you want that lubrication. You don't want to cut yourself. And then do that side, and boom, you're done. You have some nice cheek lines lined up. Okay, so you hit your head with that balder shaver. You can even use this, you know, come in and really get that head, and then turn around and put this on your face. Use your trimmer, put the beard oil on, put the clear shave gel on, shave it, and you're good to go. That's what I do. That is my routine. I do this all the time. And so now let me tell you about my beard. Simple as this, all right? I use, and let me show you what I have here. And this is going to be a shocker for a lot of you guys because maybe you don't know. I've heard the saying before, you don't know because you don't know, right? Did you know that if you are growing a beard or trying to grow a beard out and you're using like a regular shampoo for your beard or a regular bar soap or body soap or whatever it is you're using, if it is not pH balanced and made for your facial hair, you are destroying your beard. You're destroying every chance that you can have for a great, fantastic beard. Yeah, you might grow a beard out for a little while, but you're gonna have really bad dry skin underneath your hair. You're gonna have breakaways when it comes to damaged hair, you know, split ends, all these things. Hair's falling out all the time in the shower. Every time you rub your hand through your beard, all this stuff, that's what's gonna happen. Why? Because you are using a shampoo that has, it's um, coarse for your hair. I say that to say it's too rough for your hair, right? Your sebaceous glands on your face produce sebum oil, and it's a different type of hair follicle in your face than on your head, you know. And so I know it kind of looks a lot alike, but I'm telling you, you feel your hair and it's real soft. You feel your beard and it's just a lot coarser because that's just how facial hair is. It's coarser. So you want to have a gentle daily beard wash. I have one that I have gotten and made specifically tailored for facial hair. This is a daily gentle beard wash. It's from BHT, Beards, Hairs, and Threads Grooming, bhtgrooming.com. You can find this beard wash, 8 ounces. I loved the bottles, so I wanted to put these in these black bottles. But I love the sriracha top, you know, I love it. I've already sealed this one, so I'm not going to open it up, but it smells fantastic. It is argan infused, so it's going to be a good heat protectant for your face. So just this will do wonders. I'm telling you, you switch from using a regular shampoo or whatever you're using on your beard, that's like a regular shampoo or soap, you start using this, you're going to notice a big change. It's a game changer. Why? Because the other ones are stripping out all of your natural oils from your facial hair, and it's causing your face to be very dry, very irritated under the hair. It's going to cause your hair to be so dry and brittle where it's going to be coarse. It's going to look not good. And also, it's going to cause your hair to fall out. So if you are a guy out there, if you are a woman out there that has a guy in your life that's using shampoo on his face, and you're wanting him to have a fantastic beard, or maybe it's just too coarse and rough on his face, that's why, because he's not using a daily pH balanced beard wash that works for your facial hair instead of just your head hair. Now, you can use this on your facial hair, you can use it on your head hair. I have women, believe it or not, that use my beard wash and conditioner. They love it. It's got argan oil in it. It's going to be very, very nice for your hair. So again, you can find this on BHT Grooming right now. I'm running a special till midnight tonight. If you spend $50 or more, use the code LEGEND50, LEGEND50, you get a free beard oil of your choice. All right, so conditioner. Now, by the way, I'll say this, the beard wash is daily. You can use it every single day. I highly recommend you wash your freaking beard every day. Don't wait on it. Don't skip on it. Wash it every day. I don't get dirty out, you know, sometimes I go out and mow the lawn and work on things outside, but for the most part, I'm in an office or I'm in a studio. So I don't really get real dirty like some people that might work outside, but I still wash my beard every single day. And I love the smell of this. This stinking smells so dang good. It's amazing. Little goes a long way. There's a big lather that comes to this. It suds up really, really good. So I love this. BHT Grooming, Daily Grooming Beard Wash. And here's the conditioner. Now, here's where it changes. I do not use this conditioner every single day. I might use it, and usually I use it every other day, every 2 days, every 3 days or so. But for the most part, I do not use this beard conditioner every single day. You don't want to coat your beard hairs every single day because you want to leave enough where your oils and stuff can get in. So it doesn't want to you can overdo a good thing. So every other day. Do sell these in the combos. All right. The deal doesn't work on the ones that's already discounted like this, but I think you can pick one of these up for 18 bucks, $18.99 maybe, and you get both of them I think for 35 or 36. I'm not sure. Now that I got that out of the way, so here's how it works. I get in the shower, I use my beard wash, and if I use the beard conditioner that day, I do that too. And what I do is I'll get in the shower, use the beard wash, kind of really wash it out. And before I even do that, when I get my beard wet, and you always want to make sure your beard's wet because it's elastic. When, you know, the elasticity of your beard is a lot more forgiving when it's wet than doing it dry. If you comb your beard with one of these combs when it's dry, you're taking a chance of pulling out beard hairs. So don't go crazy using these. You can use your fingers, you know, to kind of straighten it out. It's going to keep them from ripping out your hairs. But in the shower, once your beard is wet, I highly recommend getting a comb like this and just really just digging into your skin. This is what I do. I dig into my skin. And I don't make it where like it's hurting or anything like that, but I just really dig into it. I dig into it like around my mustache and under my mouth, And what it's doing is it's exfoliating the skin. It's causing blood flow to my follicles, which promotes beard growth. All right. So if you have patchy spots, use this. Really dig deep into with your comb, and get that where it's just a little red, where that blood is rushed to the surface of your face where the follicle shaft is. And I'm telling you guys, if you have hairs that are dormant, it will help. It really does help. Now, it's not going to be overnight. It could be a few months, it could be a year, but you look back and you go, man, it's fantastic. I think it's a perfect time right now to say this. A lot of guys, they don't want to grow a beard because they have patchy spots. If you were to look at some of these guys that have fantastic, like award-winning beards, like they have their faces on the front pages of different beard articles and companies, they're like the models and stuff, they've got a lot of patches. And you know what they do? They just let it grow. I'm telling you, growth of your hair will cover a lot of beard patches that you have. So if you got some patches in here, let it continue to grow, guys. Seriously, let it continue to grow. If you don't, you'll never know. You'll never know how far your beard can grow. And one thing I want to give a pro tip here. Let your beard grow out for 2 months. Just let it grow out for 2 months and see what its potential is. A lot of people don't want to get that far because they feel insecure. Oh, there's too many patches. But if you can get through that first process of 2 months, you can see really what your beard potential really is. And I think that that's like a good waiting point to give yourself a chance. Give yourself a dang fighting chance when it comes to beard growth. All right, so I'll do that, and then I will put the shampoo in, and then after I do the shampoo, I will do conditioner every other day or so. And how I do the conditioner, yeah, absolutely, for sure. And it's the same. Listen, Ashton, it's the same as head. You know, we all have follicles on our head and our beard. Now, obviously, if you are follically challenged, if you have no follicles, they're not just dormant, but they're just not there. They're not in the genes. You know, doesn't matter how much you do it, it's not going to work. But if you have like dormant follicles, you know, if you just want like a nice, healthy thing of hair, always exfoliate, especially like, I mean, I exfoliate my head because I want to have a nice, clean skin head, right? I want my head to look nice and clean, the skin. But face same way, you know, you want to kill that dead skin and you want to cause blood flow, and this works. There's other things you can use out there for your scalp, but you know, I'm just talking about beard care right now. But you can definitely use one of these for sure. With that being said, when I put the conditioner in, I will actually leave the conditioner in for a few minutes. I'll let it just sit there. Maybe at this point, I will, you know, you work your own routine, right? So what I would do, I don't want to waste time. So when I first get in there, I exfoliate my beard with my comb. I put the beard wash in and I wash it out. Then I will put the conditioner in knowing that it's going to be a few minutes before I take it out. So when I do that, then I'll start, you know, cleaning my body off with my bar soap, you know, and I do use natural bar soaps. I've really gotten into buying natural bar soaps because I don't know, I used to just like body wash, but all natural bar soaps, I'm telling you, I've really grown to love those things, and different scents from different companies. I'm going to start making my own at BHT Grooming. .com very soon. I'm just kind of dabbling into it right now, but I'm going to come up with something really great that's going to match my scents for my beard oil. So I'll leave that in for 3 to 4 or 5 minutes sometimes, and I'm telling you, when I get done, when I still have that conditioner in, I will comb my beard down where it just makes it like limp. It's so like soft, and there's no snags. You can tell the conditioner's working well. Then I'll rinse it out. And a little pro tip right here. A lot of pro tips here, guys. Listen, you know, I'm giving this information to you for free. I'm going to take up an offering here in just a minute. I'm just kidding, guys, but seriously. One thing that you can do if you're a guy and you have a beard, get your beard hair, like when you're getting done out of the shower, before you get out, if you have one of those hand wands, turn it on the coldest as you possibly can and stick it up to your face and let the cold, I'm talking the coldest you can get, just soak your beard hair in your face in the coldest water and keep it under there for about 30 seconds to a minute. And I promise you, you're going to start seeing stuff happen that you've never seen before, because the cold water does something. I don't know the science behind it, but it does something for the beard. And I don't say do it every single day, but maybe a couple times a week and start seeing a big difference in the way your beard hair is. All right. So I get out, I dry off my body, and I just barely damp my beard. You want your beard to be about, you want it to be damp. You want to definitely have water in your beard, but you don't want it to be where it's soaking out, dripping like crazy. Just tap it, damp it, don't really go crazy trying to dry it with the towel, but damp it, right? Damp it with the towel, but make sure there's still moisture and water in it, because this is where it works. You pull the beard oil out that I sell at bhtgrooming.com, and you put it in your beard. And so we know water and oil don't mix, right? But it locks it in. And your beard hair is actually porous. So it actually absorbs the water. And so when you put the oil in, it's easier to spread throughout your beard, but also the oil's for your skin, guys. It's not just for your beard hairs, but it does help with your beard hairs as well. It's like a second twofold, if you will. So I'll get out, and what I'll do is I'll put beard oil in. And so I pick which one I want. So I'm going to talk about my scents here in just a minute. Space, good to see you. How long did it take me to grow this beard? On and off for about 3 years. I've trimmed it down more than I should. But with the right premium products and the right advice that you can get here on this channel, I promise you, you can grow the best beard, dude. Like literally 6 months, people would be like, dude, your beard looks fantastic. If you don't believe me, you can ask my father-in-law. He never really had a beard, and now his beard is so freaking amazing. Incredible. Of course, he uses my beard stuff and he takes my advice. So people should take my advice. If they don't, that's fine. There's other advice out there, but this is just the advice I give. I put, for my beard, a whole dropper and a half in my beard, which is a lot for a lot of people, but that's how my beard is. Everybody's beard is different. The porosity of beards are different. Red bearded people have a different porosity. It's probably less porosis when it comes to absorption. So how fast does your beard absorb oil or water? That's the porosity. And so gray bearded guys, it's different. For me, it's about a whole dropper and a half, and that's just what I use. Most people, when you're starting out, I do have one open that I use right here. This is blank slate. There's no scent to this. I love using this stuff. But thanks for subbing. Appreciate you. I'm trying to get to 100 likes so I can give away a double down combo. It's going to be a beard oil and a butter that I've made. That's selling hot like wildfire, or hotcakes, or whatever you want to call it, on my website. So listen, Space, if you want to check out my beard products, or whoever's on here wants to check out hey, Brian Diedeker, what's happening, bro? By the way, I'm going to tell you, Noble product is fantastic too. I use their product a lot. I do. They're good friends of mine. So, but I wanted to say this. This one is unscented, and I'm going to show you the viscosity of this. And I'm not going to put it in my beard because my beard's not wet and I'm fine, but you can kind of, I'm not going to put a lot in, but I do use a dropper and a half. I use quite a bit, but you can see the viscosity of mine. And you can see it's kind of a medium weight. And the reason why is because it's got castor in it. I'm a big castor fan. I like castor, but I wanted to come up with a blend that has worked great for me. Hey, appreciate that, Ryan. I appreciate that, bro. Really do. And I'm excited for you guys. I see your stuff, man. For the stuff that I see coming in from just what I've been doing, you guys have got to be doing really, really good. So I wanted to say marula oil. I've got in. I love marula oil. It's crazy because a lot of companies don't know about marula oil, or at least they don't put it in their blends. I don't know why. I'm going to say this. Most companies out there, and Ryan, you'll probably even agree with me, and I don't know why, but maybe it's because it's just a cheap oil, but a lot of companies out there, they put coconut oil in their beard oils. And I have talked to so many people, and I've been a victim myself when it comes to coconut oil really kind of being up there, the comedogenic scale kind of up there. What I mean by that scale is, more prone to skin irritations and like clogging your pores and all that. Uh, I've had so many people buy cheap beard products from like the store. They bought what is that stuff that they bought? Everyman Jack, and they're like, man, I just don't like beard oil because it breaks me out. Well, what's in the ingredients? What did you buy? Coconut oil. If you see coconut oil in a beard oil, and you have a lot of irritation and you're breaking out and having like pimples under your skin, like ingrown hairs, you want to look into that. May be a reason why, because coconut oil is very, to me, I didn't want to put that in my blend. So I put marula oil and jojoba, argan oil, sweet almond oil, and castor. There can be a lot of oils in there, and here's what you'll find out there in the market. You'll have people that'll say stuff and act like their stuff is so much superior because they have like maybe 13, 15, sometimes 16, sometimes even 20 carrier blends or carrier oils in a blend and say that their stuff is superior. But in all honesty, just to be completely honest, not not everything that has more of something in it is going to be better for you. It's not. A lot of it's going to be just extra stuff that, could possibly cause problems. So if you find something that works very well, why try to add extra crazy stuff to it? I know that for my friend Ryan, they have cloudberry seed oil, which is fantastic, but nobody else is doing that either. They don't. And so everybody's blend's different. I don't know anybody that has the same blend I have. I mean, I've done a lot of like reviews on different oils and companies, and I'm not saying that mine's way better than theirs, but what I'm saying is it's something that I've always liked marula oil and how it works for my beard. I've always liked castor oil and how it works for my beard. And we know that jojoba oil or jojoba, depending on which aisle you are, how you say it, is like the most natural oil you're going to find that mimics the actual sebum oil of our face. So definitely going to include jojoba oil in it. And I like the sweet almond oil. And again, argan oil. I love argan oil. It's really nice when it comes to being a heat protectant. So that's one thing. Those are ones that I've tried. I've definitely went over different ratios several times to figure out which one I like the best. And so so that's kind of where I'm at. And I really don't try to get wrapped up into other companies and stuff like that. But I know what works for me. And here locally where I live, it's literally just taken off. I've got people like my church all over the place in Wichita that are buying my product. And it's because I stock it here. It makes it easier for them to do it. I have some in a barbershop. So, I mean, it's nice. I do have people that I have looked at as peers that help. You probably see one in the chat. People that have actually given me great advice and kind of learning from, almost like a big brother company type deal, if you will. But it is what it is, And so, but here's the deal. What I say, what I would tell you, my advice, if you have a small beard starting out, start out with a few drops. See if it works. 30 minutes later, if you notice that your beard is really still dry, add a little bit more. But if it's like really, really overly greasy, a lot of people go, well, I don't like that beard oil because it's too greasy. Well, there's a lot of companies out there that have beard oils that cause that. But in the same boat, there's a lot of people out there that may think that a company is too greasy, but it's actually your fault because you are adding way too much oil to your beard. It's not absorbing at the rate you're thinking it's going to absorb. And that should tell you that you're either putting way too much oil in or your beard's just, it's just a lot less porosis when it comes to that porosity. It's just absorbing at a lot slower rate. And, that's one of the things about castor oil. I know it's a lot thicker. A lot of people turn their head and say, oh, I would never put castor oil on my face. Everybody's got their opinion. Castor oil is fantastic, in my opinion, for gray bearded people because most gray bearded people have lower porosity beards and it absorbs at a slower rate throughout the day. So, you can have some castor oil in where throughout the day, you're going to have that slow absorption throughout the whole day. So, I will say that the castor in my oil is definitely on the lower end. I don't have a whole lot of castor in there. but I do have castor oil in this, and so, but yeah, that's the oil. $18.99 on my website. The beard butter is $19.99 right now. They do look like this. Starting out, this one kind of been through the ringer. I shouldn't even have showed this one. Let me show you a better one, actually. Let me show you this one. See? And it's got my QR code for the website or the channel, my website on there. Now, this is Amber Trail, and this is what they're going to look like when you get them. All right. So, absolutely no wax in my beard butter. I don't believe a beard butter is a true beard butter without or with having wax in it. I mean, if you're gonna have wax in it, I would call that a balm. I'd call that a beard balm. And so there's a place for beard balm. I'm not a big beard balm guy, but I do use beard balm at times for my mustache, or depending on the humidity, sometimes I'll kind of supplement a little bit of that. But there are companies that have a lot of butters, and I'm all for that. I think it's great. Again, my friend here in the chat, Ryan from Noble Product, they've got like 4 butters in theirs, and they've got I think 1 oil, cloudberry oil in their butters, and their butters. It's more like I don't want to say runny. It's not as solid as this, but it's fantastic in the beard. All right, it's fantastic. It's not greasy. I love it. I use a lot of their butters too, but my butter, again, this is a new company that I just started a couple of months ago. But it's been doing very well. The reason why I like it because it makes my beard feel really soft, and it gets the moisturization that I want in it, and it has some good stuff in it. So it's all natural. It's going to have in this the jojoba. It's going to have the argan oil. It's going to have the sweet almond oil. It's going to have the castor, and it's going to have the marilla. So I have the same carrier blend as my oils in this, but it's going to be a lot less of oils in this and more of the butter. And the butters that I have in here, some companies only have shea, some have mango, some have, all kinds of different butters in theirs. Kokum butter, mine has shea and mango butter, and I have one right here that's been used, so you can kind of see the consistency of it, and that's what it looks like. All right, and I don't want to. I hate doing this because I don't like sticking my finger in the butter, but this is my butter, so I mean, unless you want to buy it, I'll sell this one for $35 since my finger was in it. I'm just kidding, guys. But check this out. You can see this is the beard butter, and this is going to be for deeply nourishing and moisturizing your beard. So I would never put the beard butter in your beard until at least maybe 5 minutes. That's just, I'm guessing, but if you're going to put beard oil in your beard and you're going to follow up with beard butter, give this time to absorb into your follicles, okay, and your skin. So wait about 5 minutes, all right? Then you can follow it up with some beard butter. I got Blank Slate, which is going to have no scent. You can use it with different carrier oils, different oils. If you have different oils that you like to use, different scents, you can use a butter called like Blank Slate, has no scent to it at all. You kind of just switch it off. Or you can get one that matches the oil too. And so, but let me show you how fast this absorbs, all right? Put it right here. Boom, already gone. And I could have used more of it, but I didn't. But this one is Amber Trail, by the way. I think I told you that this was Blank Slate, and I think that the one I took off, yeah, that's not Blank Slate, but I do have Blank Slate. That's Amber Trail, and Amber Trail is going to be amber with some tobacco. It's going to have some woods to it, scent. So really love Amber Trail. It's one of the hottest sellers I have. Oud Essence, if you like oud, a lot of guys love oud out there. It's going to have some woods to it, some different woody vibes, and some oud to it. And I've got all the scent note profiles. I can't even remember off the top of my head. But I got timber. I'm going to just show you right here. Oud Essence. This one is I just put on here. But if you want the scent profiles, you can go on my website. There's a tab on the top that says find your scent, and it'll have the different breakdowns of the notes. But this is Oud Essence, going to have some woodsy scent notes to it, and some oud for all you oud lovers. Kind of reminds me a little bit of oud wood from Tom Ford, if you will. Old Saddle, Smells just like an old saddle. It's not going to be really genuine leather. It's going to be more like a worn leather, you know, like, and I did a video of reviewing this one where imagine you're walking into a leather shop and you're walking to the back and you're smelling that really like old leather, and you get back and you see this old worn leather saddle. That's kind of the vibes it gives me. You know, you can kind of saddle up your old cowboys out there. And no kidding, I sold this to a friend of mine, and he said, he goes, well, I want you to give me some good sense. You know, I love the Amber Trail. I'm going to try something else. Just tell me what's good. You know, I said, well, here's Old Saddle. I'll let you try Old Saddle. And I said, you know, I don't know if your wife's going to love it. And he goes, man, if this Old Saddle will make my face smell like a saddle from my cowgirl, then I'm all for it. And I said, oh, okay, here you go. So this right here will definitely smell like an old, you know, leather. You want to smell masculine, like an old cowboy. This scent will last a long time. Amber Trail, rustic timber, oud essence, you know, old saddle. We're talking literally 8 to 12 hour longevity. And I know that's a long time because I have a lot of scents behind me, and I know what scent projection, sillage, they call it, you know, projection, all this. A lot of people in the bearded community, they call it like, you know, what is the hang time, or they'll say, you know, how long does it stick with you, stuff like that. But these are terminologies that we use in the fragrance world. Rustic timber, love this stuff. I'm a big guaiac fan when it comes to the guaiac food, what do they call it? Guaiac wood. I can't say that very well. But anyways, yes, I sell this at bhtgrooming.com. It is pinned in the comments. Right now, if you spend $50 or more, you will get a free beard oil. So if you want to try different stuff out, you want to try beard oil and get it for free, type in the code LEGEND50. I'm doing this sale right now till midnight in honor of the 9/11 victims, in honor of also Charlie Kirk yesterday. Just a tragedy. So rustic timber. Let's see here. What else we got here? Midnight Current. Midnight Current. This is another one. It's kind of an aquatic, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of, I have to try to, you know, paint you a picture, but if you guys know out there of Armani Code, this kind of reminds me of Armani Code Profumo. Now, I know it says marine notes and stuff like that, but it just has this vibe of like a nice fragrance cologne that's going to be very, very well. I know it says aquatic or marine notes, and it does, but it's going to be fantastic for the colder weather. So I'm going to tell you guys some of the scents that I highly recommend for the colder weather that's right around the corner. This one, again, Amber Trail, tobacco and amber, hot seller here. And this one is Deepwater Spice. So if you guys are like really aquatic fragrance guys that like colognes, something like a Acqua di Gio, this one doesn't smell like Acqua di Gio. It smells like more of the Profumo from Acqua di Gio that they discontinued. Probably the best fragrance that they ever had, because it came with the aquatic DNA of the Acqua di Gio, but they also added incense in this. So I like incense. I know a lot of people are crazy and think I'm nuts when I say this, but I don't have incense burning in my house. And I'm not talking about those weird, nasty incense that, you know, you burn throughout the day. I'm just saying in my fragrances, I like some incense. Why? Because when it gets colder, it really can shine through the cold weather. If you have aquatics without anything like deep notes with, you know, patchouli, and a lot of people when they hear patchouli, they're turned off. I get it. I'm the same way. I don't like to smell people that smell like potheads, like in the 60s. But if it's done right, it really rounds it out, and it'll make that fragrance last a lot longer. And this one does a fantastic job. It does kind of give that vibe of Acqua di Gio Profumo. So this one is definitely more of aquatic in my lineup, but it can last year round. I have people buy this because they want to match it with their fragrances, their cologne aquatic scents, and they love it. So again, rustic timber, fantastic. I would say rustic timber, old saddle, oud essence, midnight current, and tobacco trail. So practically almost every one of them will last year round. Hot, cold season, doesn't matter. Deep water spice probably more for spring, summer, but you could probably get around and away with that. So I do offer samples. Now, I don't have professional labels for my samples, but I don't know, maybe I'll make some soon, but I just wanted to put these out there because people had been asking me about samples. They said, hey, do you have samples? And I get it. A lot of people want to try samples because if you don't have samples, then, people don't want to spend 20 bucks on the oil and get it. And they're like, I don't know if I like it. So I make samples. All right. These samples are $5 a piece. Comes with a 5 ml bottle. So on the back, it's going to have the ingredients. But yeah, I sell a lot of these things all the time, all the time. I've got t-shirts on my channel or my website, BHT Grooming. I've got more clothes coming. I also have a tumbler I'm going to start selling that says BHT Grooming. I wish I had it right now, but I don't. Yeah, you can buy the whole combo that has the beard wash and conditioner like this. And by the way, Ryan, you like that logo right there, bro? The BHT. And an oil. I better put that back on before I spill that oil. And the oil and butter all together as a combo. And if you don't want the butter and all that stuff, or if you don't want the wash, maybe you just want the wash and you want the oil and butter, there is a combo for that. I've made different combos to save you money. Yeah, that's a definitely cool logo. I know somebody cool that made it. But anyways, $18.99 for the oil, $19.99 for the butter. I am moving very soon my butters to a 4-ounce container. So these are 2 ounces, but I had a lot of people say, hey, could you please make a 4-ounce? And so I'm definitely going to be moving up to a 4-ounce. It'll cost a little bit more money moving to the 4-ounce, but you're going to get double the price or double the stuff. So, I'm not going to be doing that until I run out of these 2-ounce beard butters that I already have stocked behind me. Again, beard wash $18.99, conditioner $18.99. They do have combos there. Oils $18.99, like I said, $19.99 for the 2-ounce butters, and the samples are going to be $5. So anyways, guys, I wanted to get on here. I hope that this has answered like a lot of your questions that I get all the time. I thought, you know what? I just want to sit down and do a live stream and go over everything when it comes to head shaving and everything when it comes to beard care. How I grow my beard, what I use in my beard, how I do it, the routine, how I shave my head, what head shavers I use, and just all together what I do for men's grooming. I mean, I even offer you the information on an MK1 to help you with your eyebrows and your ears and all that stuff, and the combs and brushes that I use. So I really hope that this has been helpful for you guys. If it has, please consider hitting the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what the heck are you thinking, guys? You got to come over here. Guys, I do a lot of these live streams, and I'd love to see you guys come back and get some dialogue going on. Let me know in the comments below, what is your beard routine? What do you use? What current beard products are you using? What current head shaver are you using? Are you using any products? Let's help each other out. That's what this community's for. I don't want to be like a, what do they call it? I don't want to be like a Dead Sea. I want to be like more of a river where I'm just kind of flowing and trying to help people instead of just having it all come in and just hoard it to myself. So I hope that that you are highly blessed from the information I've given you. Let me know if there's anything I can do to assist and help you guys out with anything else that you might have. So with that being said, guys, you know what my saying is here. Always look sharp and lead strong with bhtgrooming.com. That's what we do. And so appreciate you guys. Thanks for your time. Ryan, thanks for stopping by. Sherlock Holmes, thanks for your time. Everybody that's in the chat that's come along, everybody that's given a super chat today and has decided to do a super chat and bless me today. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. It's, you don't see a lot of that these days, it seems like, on YouTube world, where people are doing super chats. It just seems like it's just, we want this, we want, but we never give and help. So, but with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all, and I'll see you next time. Take care.